Bianca Ojukwu will overcome hurdles. Influence issues affecting Nigeria. Avid. My people, the Biafrans. And I still remember this Avid, what it means. American veteran of Igbo descent. Where did they stand? Did they stand for the Biafrans or they stand for Nigerian government? This statement and this news they put out there shows that these people are two sides of coins, or they speak from both sides of their mouths. These are the people that the Biafrans are looking onto, that they are going to be speaking for the interest of the Biafrans. But look at what they are saying. In other words, they supported the appointment of Bianca Ojukwu, and they encourage her to take up the appointment. You see, this is the more reason why it seems like when they say Igbo enweze, not literally that Igbo enweze. Why we always use that phrase? I'm not here to condemn my people. Why that word is always out there before the general public? Simply because the youths never fold their hands to what the elders mislead them. Unlike other tribes, an Hausa man or Fulani man will see his Baba doing nonsense. They will not caution them or even tell them before their face that what they are doing is wrong. Rather, they choose to die in silence. You go to Yoruba, Egbo mi, Baba mi, this, that. Even when they are advising them wrongly. But what happened to my Igbo people? Once you make that statement, once you go out there to put something that is not period to what we are going, we debunk it immediately. Not that we don't respect our elders. Not that with our mouth too wide that we like to talk. No. But we hate to condone malpractices. We hate to condone nonsense. We don't take it from anybody. That is why you see this adage always very vocal, and it is always present in everyday living of the Igbos. If you that is an elder or a throne who refuse to respect that throne or the crown, the youth will wear basket on their face and talk to that throne anyhow. So this American veteran of Igbo descent, whom we thought that they are representing us, now we understood very clearly that they have nothing to offer. In fact, they are not with us. They are just two-edged sword that they will beat right and beat left. Sorry. So they are supporting the so-called Bianca Ojukwu's appointment. These two news now goes together. As our people are busy collecting appointment, Yorubas are busy calling for Nigeria's disintegration. A nation like Nigeria cannot go on. It must break up. This is APC chieftain Orire, a Yoruba man, calling for disintegration. While our own veteran elders are busy consolidating the appointment of Bianca Ojukwu to sabotage the Biafrans and his own Anambarians. That is the only thing. That is the simple analytic about this issue. Tinubu appointed Bianca Ojukwu, 1, to sabotage the Biafrans both locally and internationally. 2, to make sure that they take over Anambra State. That is state capture. Because prior to this Bianca Ojukwu's appointment, if you people can remember, there was a conference, or rather summit, that happened in Texas, USA, or New York, if I'm not mistaken, where Ojukwu Bianca is made the spokeswoman. And understand me? It's like she is a guest speaker in that very summit, where she made it clearly and called for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. So, knowing fully well that the woman have influence, courtesy of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, the Biafran ex-warlord, knowing fully well that she carries the integrity of her husband, knowing fully well that She carried the respect of her husband, and she carried the multitude of her husband on her back. After speaking that thing at the summit in USA, Tinubu quickly demote, or rather sack Onyinyechi, whatever they call him, that minister of humanitarian that is making problem left, right, and center. She was sacked, and Bianca Ojukwu was brought into the system because the other one have no mouth. She have no any integrity. Rather, does she have any population that she is carrying? Rather, people keep on unfollowing her. You see the politics here? Do you see the politics that Tinubu played? So and that summit that happened in the USA, people who organize it is this American veterans of Igbo descent. They're the one that organize it. So now, as they capture Bianca Ojukwu, automatically they have captured that group. Igbos who do us, people that will not be alive to reap the fruit of their labor. Those people that call themselves stupid veterans. Dara. Look at Yoruba man. Elder. We have elders in the USA who don't know their left from their right. This man now, Colin, said that Nigeria have no basis to be one. Let everybody go their separate ways. Would you say this if your father is part of this government? El-Rufai's wife and son tackle each other on presidency's response to Obasanjo. Confusion everywhere. Let Senator Uba's body arrives National Assembly. Why I appointed heads on garden egg, yam, and pepper. Enugu local. During the time of Rochas Okorocha, we have Minister of Enjoyment and Minister of Sadness. Now, Enugu State be local government chairman don't appoint Minister for garden egg and yam and pepper. Where we have Minister of Agriculture. All these things just to be siphoning public funds. Nothing more and nothing less. My people, now here we go to start our news. Please like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe for more interesting videos. The American veterans of Igbo descent has expressed hope that the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Bianca Ojukwu, would navigate leaders and influence issues affecting Nigeria, not the Igbos. Avid said that Bianca would exhibit excellent decisions as the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. American veterans of Igbo descent stands ready for counsel anytime you need our advice or review of any subject matter. In a statement by its president, I, Sylvester Onya, and Secretary Dr. Godison Obiagwo, AVID said the minister will scale through the challenges of her new position. The statement reads, on behalf of the American veterans of Igbo descent, we write to extend our warmest congratulations to you on your recent appointment as the Nigerian Minister of State for Foreign unprecedented level. Your impressive background in law, diplomacy, and beauty pageants has prepared you well for unprecedented level. We salute your courage and leadership acumen that rightly places you into this prestigious role. Having known the landscape of Nigeria leadership, we are optimistic that the challenges of your new position will be scalable and your performance will rank to this deserving position. As a determined Igbo daughter and the wife of the People's General, the late Ikemba Nnewi General Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, we have confidence in the content of your character and believe you will make excellent decisions. As you transition into your new position, we believe that a transactional and a transformational resilient lady will buy into your positive outlook on current events. We wish you the best. May God always protect you and endure you with wisdom to navigate leader. You will influence some of the key issues prevailing the nation. Now they have shifted the goalposts now. A medical doctor and chieftain of the All Poverty Congress APC in Ekiti State, Dr. Adebayo Orire, has stated that Nigeria must break up for it to experience meaningful growth and development. Speaking in an interview with journalists at his country home in Ikoro Ekiti, Ijoro local government area of Ekiti State, Orire argued that the deep decisions and disunity among the country's ethnic groups are major impediments to national progress. The APC stalwart attributed the challenges of facing Nigeria to structural and systematic flaws, which he said will continue to hinder the nation's progress unless fundamental changes were made. Posting that Nigeria's breakup is inevitable, the chieftain said, "A nation like Nigeria cannot go on. It must break up. Either it prospers, expand and flourishes, or it will break up into pieces. Either it is degrading, dispersing, or self-destructing. It must break up. The way forward is a breakup without killing and without bloodshed. If you prosper, you expand and you multiply. But Nigeria is not even growing. Nigeria is not even sustaining itself. And when you are not sustaining yourself and you are a dry bone like Nigeria, then you break into pieces, and that is what is going to happen." Speaking further, he said, IPOB wants to break. The Yoruba wants to break. The Middle Belt is agitating. The Hausa people, either Hausa or Arewa, they want to break. There's no way, if you look at it, that they will not break up, because everybody is either Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, Igbo, or Efik before they are Nigerian. Nobody is a Nigerian before their tribe. And we have not been able to synchronize ourselves. We have not been able to unite in the last 100 years. Why are we forcing ourselves? A very nice question to reckon with. Why are we actually acting dumb, as if we don't know that this country have no basis to be one? There's no Igbo nation, Yoruba nation, or Arewa nation that will allow what is happening in Nigeria now to happen to its nation. But you can allow 10 times of it in Nigeria. We are destroying Nigeria. A Yoruba man or APC chieftain. Everybody is a Nigerian as a bad species, but everybody is a good person as a family man and as a tribal man. So why don't we just be good? Why don't we just give peace a chance? Why don't we just give development a chance? Why don't we just give a sense a chance? How can people be killing one another and nothing will happen? How can people be stealing trillions of naira and nothing will happen? How can people be stealing political positions and nothing will happen? It is all prolonging the evil days. I will always say the truth and nothing but the truth. Speaking on the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the challenges in the country, Urire described the president as a very brilliant, seasoned, and experienced politician who could profile solutions to the situation in the country outside the presidency, but expressed disappointment that since he became president, he has not been able to solve Nigeria's challenges. He said, "Call Tinubu out of the presidency without being the president and let him profile a solution to the situation in this nation. He will do it in 2 minutes. I don't know what has happened to him now that he is the president of the zoo." Would you say this if your father is part of this government? El-Rufai's sons and wife at loggerheads. Confusion everywhere. Hadiza El-Rufai, wife of former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai, has taken on her son Basiri on X, formerly Twitter, after he criticized Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. The heated exchange began when Basiri described Tinubu's media team as ineffectual clowns for their response to former President Olusegun Obasanjo's recent comments on the 2023 elections and INEC. Obasanjo, in his recent remarks on Sunday, referred to the 2023 elections as a travesty and called for credible leadership at INEC. with short tenure to prevent corruption and restore public trust. The presidency, through spokesperson Bayo Ononuga, fired back, accusing Obasanjo of presiding over Nigeria's most fraudulent election and leaving behind poor economic policies. Basiri took to X to question the priorities of Tinubu's media team, saying, instead of addressing inflation at 3%, they are attacking Obasanjo. A mental illness seems to be permitting the team. According to Basiri El-Rufai, attacking Obasanjo with the state of the country now has been a mental illness permitting the whole media comms team. Inflation is at 33% to ineffectual clowns. Hadiza, in her reply, questioned her son's stance, asking, would you be saying this if your father were part of this government? Are you sure you did be saying this if your father were part of this government? According to Hadiza Isma El-Rufai. Bashir retorted, asserting that his father would have resigned by now due to the administration's failures. If my father were part of this government, he would have disassociated himself from now, Bashir wrote in response to his mother. Let Ifeanyi Uba's body arrives Abuja National Assembly. Photos have emerged from the National Assembly complex amid a valedictory session held in honor of late Senator Ifeanyi Uba Patrick. Nigeria News report that a casket containing the remains of the late lawmaker who represented Anambra South was laid at the National Assembly complex on Tuesday. Record that Uba died at 52 in London, United Kingdom, on July 27 of 2024. Among other dignitaries who have arrived at the National Assembly complex are Vice President Kashim Shettima, former Senate President Bukola Saraki, and others. The Vice President is expected to speak in honor and memory of the late senator during the event. The photos is out there for public consumption. Meanwhile, former governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, has pleaded with the Fulani government to release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, to honor the late Senator Ifeanyi Uba. Nigeria News report that Okorocha made the plea on the night of the tribute held in honor of Uba on Monday night, November 18. Okorocha urged the Senate President Godswill Akpabio to convey the message to the federal government. Record that Uba died in London on July 27 and will be laid to rest on November 22. The ex-governor said, I want to say to you, brother in whom I am well pleased, Senator Akpabio, convey this message to federal government on behalf of the Igbo seated here, that the best to honor Ifeanyi Uba is to release Nnamdi Kanu so that the Igbos can go home and reorganize their place. And I know you, Senator Akpabio, that even if you don't want to do it, send this message for the sake of your wife, who is our daughter. Send this message and get us a result, or else your wife is not too far from taking back home. According to Rochas Okorawusa, my people, my people. Why I appointed heads on garden egg, yam and pepper. Enugu local government chairman. Some message here. The chairman of Igbo Etiti local government area in Enugu State, Dr. Eric Odo has dismissed criticism surrounding his recent appointment of senior special assistant SSAs on agriculture, garden egg, yam and pepper, describing the move as a strategic initiative to boost agricultural productions. Dr. Odo explained that appointments aim to enhance the cultivation and large scale of production of these crops, meeting local demands while also creating opportunities for exports. He emphasized that Igbo Etiti's agricultural strengths make the initiative a crucial step towards economic growth. One of the appointees, Ezeugu Ogbenna, was named SSA on agriculture, yam and pepper in a letter dated November 1, which stated, I am pleased to inform you that the executive chairman of Igbo Etiti local government area has approved the appointment as Senior Special Assistant to the Local Government Chairman on Agriculture, Yam and Pepper. You should report to the Executive Chairman, Igbo the Local Government Area, Ogbede, for briefing and deployment. This is a temporal appointment held at the pleasure of the Executive Chairman. Similarly, Nwodo Ugonna was appointed as special advisor on garden egg and pepper. Garden egg and pepper. This one is a yam and pepper. Siphoning of public funds. Addressing the backlash he received following the appointment, Dr. Odo defended the decision, noting that Igbo has a comparative advantage in the cultivation of these crops. He stressed the need for competent individuals to drive agricultural innovation and provide local farmers with the necessary resources, support, and expertise to improve production and expand market opportunities. In essence, this initiative, wrongly criticized by the disgruntled individuals and opposition elements, reflects my commitment to creating a thriving local government based on Igbo Etiti's agricultural potentials, he said. Dr. Odo highlighted the broader goals of the job creation, community upliftment, and sustainable development as key motivations for the development. He urged the public to disregard negative narratives aimed at undermining the efforts, reaffirming his administration's focus on positioning Igbo Etiti as a hub for massive food production and economic growth. Minister for Yam and Pepper and Garden Egg. I rest my case, my people. Please like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. My name is Amandia Neze. I will be right back with another blockbuster. Que mesiano.